And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down, Prescott. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's Aaron. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Escapes the sack. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Geis, his first carry of the game, fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Richmond.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson is going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On 1st down, Watson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. It's Geis on the counter. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Target.
Now Watson from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And the Colts coming out now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A second down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's go. Let's finish now. 46. 26.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Darius Geis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
First down, Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Prescott now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
There we go. All right,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go, get out. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run with Breida. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
On first down, it's Watson. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Tiger. Three down. Come back.
To throw on second is Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeJuan Smoot, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And Tate's got it. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Come back, come back. Black 99 Philly. Richmond.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Dance. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a toss play. It's Breida. Fights off the defender. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now Prescott. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. And the Colts are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And out trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He finds Coleman. At 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll try the air now with Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they boot it through, and now we're all square after 2 quarters of play.
And what's that great term you taught me? They're level, right? They got back to level. Now they get to go back in the locker room, regroup, and start over in the second half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Geis receives the pitch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Come back, come back.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Target.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Prescott on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is going to be Packer football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
handoff. It's Geis, and he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On second down, here's Watson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target, and it's third down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Breida, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Watson off play action. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Come back, come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught right side by Anderson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Watson now, operating from the gun. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, no, feel it.
This is Geis on a handoff left. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Prescott off play action. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
To throw is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Come back, come back.
Operating from the gun. Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over them. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
3 down, 3 down.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive.
Richmond.
Here's 2nd and 13.
4 down, 4 down. Here we go.
Here's Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Watson operating from the gun. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. And it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
47.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by a Kenner Witherspoon. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.